Hello everyone, welcome to Toonkind D&D. My name is Whis, and this is Pug Loves Books. This is our second Pug Loves Books episode, actually. I'm very glad to have you all here for some shenanigans, so please, from top to bottom, could my lovely players introduce themselves? And who they're playing, ideally. That's important too.
Alright, I'm at the top. I always forget I'm at the top, apparently. It's all alphabetical. Hello, I'm Ike, and I get to play as Ollie. Little old man who cannot talk, but has a lot of words.
Hello. I'm Talatala, and
I need the ranger.
Oh, nice. And I'm playing Space Nomad. They're a paladin / artificer.
That's a combo.
Hello, I'm AT Nicho, the superior Australian, and I am playing Keith.
Oh, wow!
A ranger druid.
Listen, I have no room to talk. I'm the only Canadian here, so you two have fun with that fight of I don't know.
Wrong, Ike. We're both Canadians. I'm gonna fight you for the title of Best Canadian.
Oh god, I forgot you're actually Canadian. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, wow, okay. Sorry, Nicho,
Challenger approaches my...
completely missed who you were playing because it's a sudden insult.
Oh yeah, sorry, Nico.
It's all good.
Oh boy, who are you bringing to the table today, Nicho?
I am playing Kita, a cat child ranger druid.
Man, this is great.
Yep.
Wonderful.
It's like we haven't even started the game and already Nico is just being a menace on purpose.
Oh, yes.
Wonderful. Alright, so we have a nice little collection of EGAD members here today, and to set our scene, it is evening, and EGAD, specifically Ollie, but with an extended invitation, has been invited to come to Pug's Book Emporium in Jinx's Landing for a viewing of a starshower. So Ollie, you can invite whomstever you like, and you have chosen Kita and Space Nomad to come and look at the stars with you. How are you getting to Jinx's Landing is the first thing. I mean, I know Ollie has a car, but Space Nomad is really tall from memory. Does he fit?
And that car is really small, if I remember.
That is true.
You could try
Yeah,
just
or
stuffing
Kita
them in.
I was gonna say, Kita does have a suggestion.
Toon logic?
Wait, the real kind.
What
Toon
about
logic doesn't
Toon
work.
Logic?
Space Nomad's a real kind.
Toon logic, I stretch the vehicle purely so it fits this real kind to some extent.
I was gonna
You're
suggest
just like
rope.
poking out from the top. It's fine.
Just tie Space Nomad onto the roof.
Yeah, you just carve a hole in the ceiling.
I mean, it would be like you're sitting inside the vehicle. It's not like you're sitting on top of it.
It's a soft top, right? Or is it the Jeep?
Yeah, like you could take the roof off and on.
You
You can take the roof off and on, to put simply. It's kind of like a Jeep.
Yeah. No, that's right. Thad's got the hard roofed car. He wouldn't fit. Space Nomad wouldn't fit in Thad's car. Cool. So.
But he can in Ollie's.
So, how have you approached Space Nomad and Kita to invite them to come along to the viewing?
I mean, it feels likely that Ollie probably asked around just to see, and probably decided to see how much interest is being shown. And perhaps Kita and Nomad haven't really gotten to hang out with him specifically just yet.
I don't
So,
think Kita has.
kinda
No,
felt like
they
the right
haven't really interacted.
yeah, they haven't really interacted a whole lot, so he's probably like, I want to get to know the people of this place a little bit better. So, what a good event to put that towards.
Space Nomad is always down for social interaction.
So Jinx's Landing is in the scheme of things, short distance from the EGAD headquarters. And Pug's Book Emporium is sort of towards the centre of town, near the main shopping district. And the lights in the front of the shop are off when you arrive, but the door is open. And there is a little sign on the front door that says, closed, except for EGAD.
Well,
Okay.
No.
In we go then?
Yep.
Space Nomad will open the door.
Cool. There is a little bell over the door that goes ding-a-ling-a-ling. And I just realised I don't have the right folder.
Wisdom save.
Whis save. Oh my god.
I'm going to
Let's see.
assume this is Kita's
Can
cat instinct.
Kita
trying to
resist
kick
the ding-a-ling.
Ding-a-ling.
in. I mean, it's a noisy little thing.
Oh, a dice passer
Oh
is,
yeah, that's right.
they're
With
broken.
the bot, you're gonna have to.
You're going to
Yeah,
have to use
so
Avray.
I do have the other bot set up, so instead you're gonna want to use the slash command, since Discord's trying to
Do we have Avray? Oh,
trying
yeah,
to,
you can...
streamline everything. So you should be able to do.
So wait,
At
how do I
least
roll?
you should be able to. It should be slash roll, I believe.
Like that.
Okay.
If you need help, you could just also put down slash help, and then hopefully the average bot will show
Yeah,
up.
okay.
But
Yeah, there we go.
14.
14. How well does
Kita-
Kita resist?
They their eyes briefly just widen at that. However, they are able to control themselves, and they keep on walking.
Cool. Because you guys are in a new location, please feel free to roll me a perception.
Sure thing, boss.
yeah, let's go for it. Oh, I need to check my.
Wait,
cheating.
Now do it with an exclamation mark, Tal.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
And that was perception, yeah.
Yeah, perception. Oh, Space
I can
Nomad.
see why Space Nomad might have rolled a 2, because once they're all inside, they just yell into what seems to be an empty store. Hello, we have arrived. Where are you? Is this the right location? Are you sure we're in the right location, Otto?
my
Wait,
God.
fuck. Wrong person.
Look, they're both
In my
short,
defense,
too.
you both
They're
have
they're
O
both
names.
short, so Nomad. That too.
Mhm.
So I mean. Also, Ollie got a 10, so yeah, no, his grandpa eyes don't perceive a whole lot, I don't think.
No, his grandpa eyes do not perceive a whole lot. Kita, on the other hand, I believe Kita got an 18.
Yeah, they have
Cool.
expertise in perception.
Nice. Okay, so, just before Space Nomad calls out very loudly into the shop, you're also a cat, so you can see in the dark pretty well. All the lights of this shop are off. It's got wall-to-wall bookcases that kind of go around a corner a little bit, but you can see there's this big basket on the floor some distance from the door, and it's got 3 little shapes in it. So because you saw them, I'm going to give you advantage on this next thing I'm going to get everyone to do, which is a dexterity save.
Oh.
Nice. Let's see, what is Kita's dex save?
Oh boy.
Not as good as their perception, but still quite nice.
You know, contrary to being an old man, Ollie does know how to move quickly.
Whew.
Nice. And... Hey! Alright. Alright, everybody is fine. But as Space Nomad calls out those 3 shapes that you saw, Kita, they perk up in that basket and bolt over. But all 3 of you are able to dance out of the way as 3 small pootaroos bound at you and now sort of making squeaky noises at you, trying to sort of half say hello, half tackle you all as you step into the shop proper.
Okay.
Oh,
And-
careful there.
Ollie, you would recognise these 3 from the last time you were here at the bookshop. These are the bookshop bounders.
Oh yes. Oh yeah, Ollie remembers. He's just like, yeah, hello.
And then from somewhere deeper within the bookshop, there is a cat. Get off my desk! Shoo! There is a call from somewhere deeper in the distance. They're going, I'm coming! Don't wake the bounders up, though! Too late. But then around the corner comes a little pug toon who looks like this. Here's Pug. And
Little
he
fella.
looks at you all and looks down at the bounders, sort of still trying to half tackle you and bouncing around. Oh, you did wake up the bounders, all right. Hello, welcome, Mr. Ollie and new friends. Hello, welcome to the bookshop. It's always nice to have new people here. Always got time for you, Cat.
Why, yes.
Ollie gives a
Hello,
thumbs up
Pug.
and a nod.
We are happy to be here.
It's very nice to meet you both. I've met Mr. Ollie before, but my name is Pug, and this is my bookshop. We're not currently open for customers at the moment, but it's very nice to have you here to see the stars. So you can come on up onto the roof.
Kita will wave hello. They will say they are wearing, despite being in the complete darkness, they are wearing hard sunglasses.
Lovely. Alright, come on this way. And Pug is gonna lead you all through the bookshop, and the bounders are bounding around around you endlessly.
Space
You know,
Nomad
Ollie's
is-
just like, he's just trying to be wholesome about it.
Space Nomad is stepping so carefully. These things are tiny and they are constantly running under their feet.
Oh yeah, the bounders are not making things easy for Space Nomad at all. They particularly like you because you're real kind, and that's unusual to them.
Hey, Kita
Yeah, they're
is
You
very
see-
used to walking around with small animals.
How tall is Kita? How tall is
They
Kita?
are like, if I recall, 4'5".
Okay. Kita is taller than Pug. So, yeah, they are quite
how
small.
tall's Pug?
Oh my
Pug's only like 3 foot tall.
Oh my god. god, and Ollie's taller than both of you.
Yeah.
And
So.
then
then
there's Nomad.
Mm-hmm. So the bookshop bounders are poodaroos, so they're like a tiny kangaroo. And when I say tiny, I mean about the size of a domestic cat.
Oh my.
oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah, Space Nomad is just like, oh, sorry, careful, careful, watch your step. And eventually, I, I imagine eventually they just give up, bend down, uh, pick him up, keeps on walking from there.
Scoop all
Not worth
three
the
of the
risk
bounders.
of stepping on a tail.
Oh, that's fair enough.
Oh my
The
God.
three of them are not trying to get out of your grip, but they are wiggling and making little chittery, squeaky noises, which I cannot replicate. But Pug does lead you into the bookshop and to a set of stairs that is nestled between a pair of bookcases. Come on, roof access is this way. And he heads up the stairs.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna follow along, yeah.
Yep. Up we go.
All right. So you head upstairs, and Pug opens a fairly normal door, and you're standing on the roof of the bookshop. And in the immediate sort of area, you can see the street of Jinx's Landing and the other buildings. And Ollie's car down off the roof, but the sky gives you get a really good view of the sky from here, and there's a couple of chairs and a table that's got lots of snacks and drinks, and a few little lanterns and things. Pugs looks like he's gone the whole 9 yards preparing for this viewing party.
Nice.
I think
bounders
Ollie's very
are-
delighted by this. Like, it's like, I can imagine it's meant to be very, like, home, cozy kind of vibes.
The bounders are getting set down now.
Oh, they are going to continue to be running around, and the first thing that they run towards is the snack table.
I think
And
Ollie's gonna follow them just to see what there is.
okay, primarily there are a whole bunch of cups with little straws in them, and they look like they could be orange or apple and blackcurrant juice. There's little blocks of cheese. There are, like the little discs of cabanossi and things, and then there's a bowl of biscuits that are in the shape of a dog bone.
Oh,
And Pug is immediately sort of trying to shoo the bounders away from the table, going, no, those are not your snacks. You will eat all the doggy biscuits if I let you go. Shoo, shoo, shoo. Oh, the bookshop bounders are quite a handful. I'd hoped they'd stay asleep while we watch the starshower, but, we'll just have to eat the snacks quickly. Well, it's always nice to have you all here. We should be seeing the stars in... And he stops and looks at his wrist, which does not have a watch on it. Probably about 2 minutes, I'd say. And looks straight up at the sky.
Ollie's just gonna look down at Pug for a minute and then look up at the sky, like, okay.
Peter will look up.
Space Nomad is laser focused on the sky.
Cool. Can I get a perception check?
Oh boy.
Oh, joy. Whew,
Does a 23 make it?
23. Good for you.
You know, I think it just might somehow.
An 11. Could be worse. Oh, on that note, I have to go for like 2-3 minutes. I'll be back quick.
Okay.
Oops. I did that wrong.
Muscle memory.
I forgot the roll bit. I'm so used to, like, the usual thing. I'm like, why did they change it?
Yeah.
Why are you changing it to this? I
Yeah.
mean, I get it, but also,
Yeah, that's it. Alright. Luckily the DC for this was quite low. low. So we're all good with a 23, an 11, and a 12. Okie dokie. We will just wait for Tala to come back before I tell you what you can see. But you all perceive. You can rest easy with that knowledge.
His grandpa eyes do perceive after all.
Yes, the grandpa eyes do perceive.
Also, who me has a book out to draw in during this game? What? Huh? How can be?
Quickly finishing the art assets while I have a moment. Doodly doo.
Because, like, if it helps any, this book is also just, like, very low key. Like, yes, some notes and things that I can take during games. As Ollie, because of course.
Of course.
Right back.
Because what else would he be doing? He's always gonna take notes.
Yeah, he's always going to take notes. Welcome back, Tyler. Alright, so with a 23, an 11, and a 12, everybody gets to perceive. Kita perceives this with excruciating clarity. So you're looking up at the sky. And Jinx's Landing is not a big city, so you've got a really nice view of the sky. And for the most part, for the moment, it's really clear. You can see constellations that are familiar to anyone who spent a lot of time in the south part of Anquel. But just as you're all sort of looking, trying to see where the shooting stars should be coming from, you can see just starting at the edges of your vision and then moving forward, almost in a squash and stretch comical fashion. There is a big bank of clouds coming in from both directions.
Oh no.
Oh.
A big squash and stretch what?
Yeah, so the clouds are doing that. You know when sometimes cartoony clouds will shoot across the sky, how they sort of stretch as they move and then squash as they stop? Mm-hmm. They just sort of go squish as they come into view. The long and short of it is they're doing very cartoony things and moving in two directions at once, and there are now no stars to be seen because there are clouds everywhere.
That is some interesting weather patterns.
Ollie is just thinking internally.
Oh no. That's not gonna do. How are we ever gonna see the stars with the clouds in the way?
He's like, I'm pretty certain I didn't say it was gonna be cloudy.
See.
Are clouds usually like that? Is this a common occurrence?
No. Not usually.
Ollie's gonna shake his head no.
I mean, there
Fascinating.
are some weird weather things that happen in this area, but, we've not had those for a while, and they're normally only over the rainforest. And he kind of jabs a thumb in the direction of the forest where the EGAD HQ is.
Ollie just nods along. Yep. That's usually how it is. It's definitely not like that anywhere else. Just usually over his house and his house in the tree house.
How curious. Well, at least there's one thing I know that does
Write
always
down
help.
Something.
Hmm?
Keep the good sick sort of thing. I was just gonna write down. Ollie was gonna ask, like, is there a way for us to maybe get rid of the clouds ourselves?
There might be a book in the
I
shop.
mean, they are awfully quite far away.
They are. But there might be a book in the shop that can help. I find that always helps. Going and having a look for a book. Come on, to the wheelie ladder, friends. And he's going to head back downstairs into the shop.
Okay,
Well,
Ollie
if you
follows.
if you say it will help.
Pug will turn the lights on in the shop as he goes downstairs, and he heads over to one of those library ladders that has wheels on the bottom and climbs up sort of in the middle, and then looks over at the group expectantly. Can someone give me a push?
Kita will.
All right, Space Nomad's on it.
Yeah, okay. Probably a good thing, too.
All right, cool. How fast are you going to be pushing, Space Nomad?
Let me just, because they're a real kind. They're not quite used to Toonfish, so let me just roll something real quick.
Okay. 9.
Okay, 9. They are pushing at a reasonable speed.
Okay, cool. So Pug is looking at the books as Space Nomad pushes him past them on the wheelie ladder, and you can all hear him sort of talking to himself as he's looking over the different topics and pointing at each one. Let's see. Vibrations, interpretations. Aha! Stop! Constellations.
They are stopping.
And he grabs a book out of the shelf and climbs down the ladder, and he takes it over to this little counter that's nearby, and he puts the book on top, and it's a bluish coloured book, and it's got a big picture of stars on the front. This is a book all about constellations.
I'm gonna write down. Ollie's just gonna write down. Don't we need a book perhaps about clouds?
Perhaps. But let's see what this book has inside. It's called Star Shapes. And he pulls open the book and he starts to read. And he says, one of the constants of our world is the stars in the sky. And people have been looking for patterns within these stars for many, many hundreds of years. And as Pug talks, I'm going to get everybody to do me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, what is Kita's con?
Like that's
2.
interesting.
Well.
Nice. Okay.
18.
Nice. Okay. Ollie, you've seen this before, so you're able to sort of not let it take you by surprise a bit. But Kita and Space Nomad, you manage to kind of keep your footing as the world around you wobbles and changes as Pug talks, and then you blink, and you're not in the bookshop anymore. Instead, you're on what appears to be some kind of big wooden pirate ship in the middle of an ocean with no land to be seen in any direction.
Oh no.
And Pug is just standing nearby, holding the book in both hands, and his little curly tail is just doing a good wag. Wag, wag, wag.
Does
Does
this normally happen?
Ollie shrugs, and also writes down, well, something similar happened like this last time I was here. I guess you could say he has a
Those
way
are-
with words? Question mark.
I
Those
like
are some
that.
very interesting. Very interesting books.
Books can take you to all sorts of places, can't they? And look! And he points up at the sky as he puts the book in his hammer space. We can see all of the constellations from here. And above you is the clearest sky you have ever seen, full of stars.
Hmm.
No, I'm not quite sure where we are. There might be a few different constellations, but oh no, we can see some of ours. See over here, we've got there's a gecko over here, and he starts pointing out a few stars on one side of the sky. That looks like it's one of the stagehand constellations. They tend to move. They're a little bit special. Oh, and this one over here, that you can always tell. That one is a north direction. You can always use that constellation to find north. It's all very interesting.
Ollie's just taking notes and just like he maybe like rubbing at his chin a little bit in thought, like, huh.
Now, let's see. Keita, you got the highest perception before, so I'm going to give this to you without rolling it again. There are lots of stars. Big, bright ones, small, pinprick, distant ones, and you can see the constellations that Pug is pointing out. But there is one thing that you notice, sort of on the starboard side of this ship that you're on. It's a space in space that is completely missing all of the stars. It is completely dark.
Is that normal? Like, that meant to happen.
Is what normal?
Some of stars seem to be missing.
What? And Pug's gonna turn around and have a look. Is everyone else gonna do the same?
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds important.
Do I
Oh,
need the roll or anything or
Nope. It's definitely obvious. There's not a skerrick of stars to be seen in that portion of the sky. That's not supposed to be like that. All of the stars are supposed to be there. Oh, well, we can't just leave it like that. We've got to go and check it out.
stars missing. I've heard of this happening before, though I have also heard it to be a symptom of some very, very dangerous creatures.
Ooh.
Could you, yeah, please? I cut out. It's called crashed on me.
Oh no.
oh no,
Oh dear.
I am going to
Uh,
personally throttle Discord at this point.
Yeah. It's not behaving today, is it? What did you miss,
No.
Nico? What did you need to be caught up on?
It's like it's basically
Like the past 30 seconds.
Oh, okay. There are no stars, and it is bad. And
Yeah.
Space Nomad has said that there is something dangerous it could be.
yeah, they basically
from
said
Space Nomad's experience.
Also, I
Yep,
assumed.
they've heard
Which
and
Ollie
seen
is
of.
just going to write down.
Oh, I
Ollie's
assumed
just
Keita
like-
was a lot shorter than
He writes down
they
in his
are when I
book
made that
to
drawing.
you like
Peter's height
No.
varies.
Oh well.
I feel like during this Ollie was just like writing down like, are there dangerous things out there? I mean, there's a lot of dangerous things on Earth, but like or not Earth, but you know,
Zatori, yeah.
on our planet. But
I can give you an entire itemized list of everything I know of.
Oh my.
That sounds like something you should be putting in a book.
Maybe
I
not
don't
one
know
of
if
the-
I can
Ollie's
write.
gonna nod to that.
I'm sure we can come across a way or two to get all the information down, even if you can't write. For now, though, I think we might have to go up there and see what we can do. It's not a good thing for the stars to be not there.
Go up there?
Oh, yeah. You're tall, you look nice and strong. Can you pull up the anchor? And he's pointing at a chain that's leaning over the side of the boat.
Oh, yes, of course.
Go ahead and roll a
They
strength.
go do that. All right. Could I reason athletic?
Sure. Go for
Sweet.
it. 13.
13.
It is heavy. You feel like it is making itself more heavy just to make a point, because that seems like something that Toons would do. But you do eventually get the anchor up over the sides of this boat, and then Pug does a few little excited little taps of his little feet and runs over to one of 4 oars sticking out the side of the ship. Alright, everyone grab an oar!
Peter will run over and grab another one.
Yep. Same here.
Cool. I'm gonna get everybody to roll me just a straight strength, please. And I'm gonna roll one for Pug too.
Strength, huh? Okay, let's see what's gonna roll.
Alrighty. That's not bad at all. What have we got? We got a 13, a 16, a 19, and a 13. No,
Oh, no, the
not-
first 13
first 13 was
was
the first thing.
my,
The anchor. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, the 13 Pug was 13. Okay, and we're just missing Ollie. And a 12. Alright, great.
There we go.
Beautiful. Okay, cool. So you're all pulling these oars, and the ship does start to move. But then, instead of moving across the ocean, you realize it's moving up and up and up. And after rowing the oars for a little while, Pug calls out, "All right, that ought to do," and stops rowing. And you are now hovering in this big wooden ship in a backdrop of deep blue with stars in various different spots, except for obviously the bit you're skipping. It's not the same as being in space. Space Nomad, it's very different. But it's like having been up into, like if you were in a warehouse or something and the stars were just sort of floating around you as little orbs, I guess. So distinctly not what you would think of as being in the stars.
Keita's just going to try
Yep,
and
the when
reach
they
out.
Sorry, Nicho, what was that?
Keita's just going to try and reach out and grab one.
All right, cool. You grab one. It's maybe about the size of a grapefruit, and warm and glowy.
Keita's going to compare it to the light bulb, the space light bulb they have around their neck.
Oh yeah. There.
And before they're just going to just put it down, like next to them.
I think Space Nomad's going to inspect one too before turning to Pug and asking, "By the way, I forgot to ask earlier, where are we? What happened?
Oh, have you not? Well, you said you couldn't write, so I suppose you've never read a book before. Books can take you to all kinds of places.
Well, I guess that's how it works here.
Ollie writes down, well, not every book takes you to an actual physical location, such as this, but they could certainly sometimes it certainly does feel that way.
How do we get out then?
Oh, well, we can just read it towards the end of the book, and that'll take us back to the bookshop, no worries. For now, I think we gotta figure out what's going on with these stars. Hey, you might want to put the star back. We don't want to make the hole in the sky bigger. Oh, I think I can see the problem of where our missing constellations are supposed to be.
Kita will put these roughly where they found it.
Yep, it as you let go of it, it hovers where you put it. And Pug turns and points over at the crescent moon, and there is a pile of stars sort of sitting in the crescent, as if they had fallen there.
I suppose we just have to clean it up then.
Oh yes, we should put them back. Everyone grab an oar, we gotta get closer to the moon. And he's gonna start working his oar to try and get the ship over to the moon.
All right, rowing time.
I'm not gonna make everyone roll to row. Who is helping Pug? Is it just him, or is everyone gonna
Kita will
help?
help.
All right.
Oh yeah, no, Ollie's gonna help.
Yeah.
Okay. So it doesn't take an awful lot of effort to row this ship over to the crescent moon, and Pug kind of wiggles up onto the bow and leans over and scoops this big handful, or an armful rather, of stars into his arms and stands on the deck. And then he sort of looks, counting them all, it's like, we are just going to have to put them back, and it looks like there's enough stars here to do one each. Here. And what I'm going to get you guys to do now is I'm going to start up a screen share, and you guys are going to take it in turns to build your constellations.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
This is fancy.
If this dream will load for me. Ah. Oh, there we go.
So we're going to do them one at a time. You have 11 stars each.
Let's see.
And and you put I'm going to get you to decide where you want them. The stars will, that is not the right color. We want star colored. We'll go on the intersections between, like this. And then you'll tell me where you want the connecting bars of the constellation to go. So like, whoops. So might connect like that or like that. Okay.
Okay.
So, but yeah, you guys get to do one of these each with 11 stars. So I'll give you a moment, have a bit of a think on how you'd like to arrange your constellation.
Now the question is, do we have to use all of them?
All 11, yeah.
I'm gonna assume yes, but...
Yeah. And if you would are strapped for ideas, you can roll a history or an intelligence to get a clue.
I know what Kita's gonna do. I just don't know if I have enough stars to do it.
Oh, we can have a go.
I think I know what I want to do. I think I counted it properly.
All
11
right.
stars, right?
11, yeah.
All right. 1, 2. All right. So on the far ends of our plane, in the middle of each,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
So, you
1
got
star on both sides.
so like right in the corners.
Oh, no, the uh, down 2.
Down 2. Oh, there. Yeah. Okay. One there.
Yeah.
And one there.
Yep.
Yep.
And then, uh, actually, this thing's gonna be mirrored on both sides. So on the left side,
Mm-hmm.
up 1, 1, another star there.
So mirrored. So there. Yep.
And then up 1, over 2, and then the same thing on the bottom half.
Okay. Uh, 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 uh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Then wait a second. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. So then at in the middle, 1 to the left and then another to the right.
10.
And then back to the middle, 1
So one straight in the middle.
in the spot above.
Oh, there. Like that.
Yep.
Cool. Alrighty. Now, where
Yep.
do you want it to connect up?
Okay. All the stars on the farthest edge connect in one big line.
Across like that? Or are you talking like up and down?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, up and down. All the stars on the outs connect in basically one.
Like that?
Yep. And
Mm-hmm.
then one line straight through the horizontal middle. And the 3 in the middle make a square. No, a triangle. That's the right shape.
Like this?
Yep.
Alright, cool. So,
And a spaceship.
I like it. So you put the stars in the sky, and as you let go of them, they just sort of hover there. Which, if you're used to anti-gravity, yeah, that's what things do when you let go of them in space. And then once you've put the stars in their places, the connecting lines do shimmer there for a minute. And I'm just going to post your constellation in the chat there. The spaceship. Cool. I like it. Nice. Has anyone else got one they're ready to do?
Let's see. Could I tell you what I want to do, and you could help me make it?
Sure.
Keita wants to make a cat face.
Okay. A cat face. Let me see. With 11 stars.
And tell me when you run out, because there's something I want to try.
Okay.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. Might make it a bit bigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yep.
How's that?
Yep.
Cat confirmed.
And what would you like to try?
It's gonna be kind of tough for me to explain like where to place it, but definitely like I think Ollie's gonna try to make a book, like an open book.
Okay. Did you have an idea of where you want the stars to go? Because can you see my my mouse pointer?
No. Yeah, I can see
Yeah,
it.
okay.
It's a little tricky for me to explain.
Sure. Well, I'm just gonna hover it here, and you can tell me down, left, right, up, what have you.
Let's say like go one inward, so to the right and then one down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say 4 across. That would be just like a line of stars, I think. And then the same thing on the opposite side of the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's 10. You've got 1 star left.
5, and then 1 in the middle.
Like that?
Yeah!
Alright.
It just kind of looks like a big old domino piece, but I swear it's a book.
Like that?
Yeah!
Nice. Alright. Cool. Just stick that in here. The book. Alright. So, you guys take some time to make these constellations, and you can see them fill the sky. Like, you didn't feel like you were making them particularly big, but then they sort of swell to fill that space. And you notice that there is a 4th constellation there that was not there before. And it looks like this. I wonder where that constellation came from.
Oh, I wonder.
It's loading for me. Please, Discord. Discord, I just want to see the images.
Oh dear. Well, I'm going to turn my screen share off. That might help.
I don't think my old man eyes are going to be able to... Yeah, my old man eyes are not capable of seeing, I guess. Oh, there we go. Oh.
And you look over at Pug after you notice this this constellation, and he seems particularly happy. His tail is wagging.
Wait, quick question, actually. Are these... So, aside from the ones we just rated, is the space we're seeing, like, what we could actually see from a story?
Oh, you mean whether or not when we get back to the shop we'll be able to see
Yeah, this is out of character. I
Oh.
just wanted to know.
him? Well, you're not going to find out whether until you
Pug
get
answers
back.
anyway.
Interesting, okay.
I would like to do something, please.
Go for it.
So Cheetah's going to activate one of their new abilities,
Mm-hmm.
and they're going to activate a starry form.
Ooh.
So they now look like a walking constellation.
Oh, that's cool.
And they're just going to stand on the bow of
Oh
the
my
boat,
goodness.
just like balancing,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and they're just going to do a little jump and see if they float.
Okay, sure.
Uh,
Ha 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 ha. Roll me
this internal monologue is just going, please be careful.
So you're just jumping up, not jumping like off the bow, right?
For now.
Okay. Roll me an Arcana.
Sure. That is a +0. That's a 14.
14.
Monologue. Peter, please. Please be careful. Please be careful. Please be careful.
All right. So you climb up to the bow of the ship in your starry form, and you give a little jump, and you can feel that you're sort of falling a little slowly. It's not a complete like anti-gravity sort of thing, but it almost feels like something is holding on to you, but isn't quite sure it should be, and then puts you back down on the deck.
Interesting. Cheetah's going to walk to one end of the ship, and they're going to take a run up.
Can
No.
I roll real quick to see if Space Nomad has noticed? Because right now they're a bit focused on the sky.
Go ahead.
A 15. Unusually good for you.
Oh, thank goodness.
So, they were looking at the newly made constellations when they hear the pitter patter of paws running across the deck, and they turn. And what's Kita doing?
They're running
Tell
to
us
the
what's
bow, and they're going to leap.
Oh,
I will say,
Ollie's just like,
on the
no,
torso
no,
there is a
no,
constellation
no.
of a cup. But other than that, they look like if you just took the image of space and then wrapped it around a model.
There is a brief moment of
Galaxy
absolute horror from Space Nomad.
All right.
So what happens?
Okay.
Because Ollie, I don't know if Ollie's within so he's concerned because he will say not as I do.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Mm-hmm.
because he's adventuring, actually, reckless. Oh dear.
Oh, you are really cutting out on my end.
Yeah, you went
Yeah.
really robot-y there. I think I got the idea of what you were saying, but it was hard fought for. But that's okay.
I will say, as Kita is launching herself off the ship, one thing Space Nomad is fast enough to do probably is hold up a hand and cast Shield of Faith on uh, mostly out of reflex,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and a mini belt of stars uh, goes to circle around her in a protective circle.
All right, cool. So there is a few things that happen. So Kita, you leap off the bow, and just like before, you can feel something that's sort of holding on to you. And you don't really, you don't fall necessarily. But it almost feels like there's a pair of hands holding you around your middle. And I'm going to get everybody else to roll me a perception check.
Okay. It's like hopefully that will actually
Whew.
ease the tension of Ollie going, "Oh no, I care this kid. I
All
don't
right, a
want kids
12.
doing what I do. Just because I'm reckless doesn't mean they need to."
Please don't jump off of
That's an
boats,
8.
kids.
Oh
Please
dear.
don't jump off of boats.
Exactly.
All right, that's a
I mean,
12
Ollie's
for.
probably jumped off a boat before,
I mean,
but
Ollie doesn't historically like boats. But, okay, so it's a 12.
oh yeah, I know there's a reason why he would jump off.
There is a reason he'd jump off a
Actually, the
boat.
fact that he's actually not feeling seasick is
Mm. Alrighty, so we've got a 12 from Space Nomad and an 8 from Ollie. So, Ollie, you can, with that 8, you can still see there is, has been some sort of movement in the stars around the ship and around Kita. And it's not just the spell that Space Nomad cast. There has been some other movement, but you can't really connect the stars together to figure out where they've moved. Space Nomad with a 12. You can also see that there has been movement, but it hasn't been movement in the sideways or up and down direction. It's more like something has turned off and then turned on in a different place almost. And there is a shape in the stars around Kita. And you can see something, these sort of stars move slightly as Kita is turned slightly one way and turned slightly the other way. And almost like if you were holding Kita in your hands and just turning them left and right and up and down. And then you can see them move. And Kita, you are actually moved sideways and then let go of and slowly float down back to the deck. But the stars that Space Nomad cast, they've stayed up there.
Well, Space Nomad is already rushing over to Kita and looking her over and going, please, please do not jump off of boats. Even magical ones. Even jumping off of magical ones can seriously harm you.
I'm fine. Kita's saying this with a big old grin.
You are currently made out of stars. I don't know if that's fine.
Ollie's just really.
I'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, I was going to say that we have been playing for about an hour, so now would be a good time for a break anyway. So how about we quickly go to the bathroom, get more water, and
Ollie's just like,
we will come back in like 5 minutes.
this kid.
All right. I'll be back in a bit then.
I because I actually don't tend the moment. I'll go. I'm going to usually stop. Some people do it, everybody. So I don't know. Yee, go ahead. It'll be fine. Everyone's reaction to just keep up the boat. Also, he who I get to feel very comfy during this game, so I'm very happy.
I'm back. Are we on break? Okay.
Yeah, we just got on break now.
Next, so yeah, I'll quickly go do some things then, just so I don't have to leave.
Eee. I will be here because I don't have much to tend to. And I'm currently very, very comfy, actually. I know I already said that, but still. Break time. The one time where we all get to take a break. Ah.
Okay, I think I should be good.
Eee. Well, I get to be nice and comfy for a bit. And if you hear any shuffle noises, that's probably just me trying to get comfortable.
And fucking.
Hmm?
Yeah, it is fine, they're fine.
Listen, even like Ollie is just like, do as I say, not as I do. Like Ollie's definitely jumped off of boats and what have you before, reckless things, but he would not dare let a younger person do that. Because he personally really cared the bean. Ah. As for if people are able to unmute during break, I don't see why not, but I'm not sure. But I mean, we can still chat with you in the chat any which way. So you're fine.
You could probably unmute for now.
Which I know isn't the same as using a voice, but. It's like Keto wanted to try things, and Keto became stars?
Oh yeah, because they're a star druid.
Power, quote unquote? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, look, that's something Kita can do. They're a star druid.
Ollie's just here, like, sees Bean turn into stars, tries to jump off boat, and his first thought is, please don't jump off the boat. I was just, like, trying to be cautious about this.
Kita's at the age where they think they're invincible.
I can see
Also,
that, and Ollie's going to remind him that no. Ollie's just like, there's going to be a risk that you'll be taking from that, and not every time it's gonna work. And he knows from experience.
yeah, but here's the logic Kita had. The stars are floating. If I turn into a star, I will float.
It's like, on one hand, Ollie would definitely be like, oh, this is like, okay, I can sort of see the thought process within this. But at the same time, the more parental kind of side of him is just going, please, I don't need to lose any members right now, not in the very tragic way, not like this, and not you, who is super young. He's like, anything but that. He's like, no risk taking, that's my job. And then realizes, oh yeah, if you're gonna be an adventure, risks are kind of already being made to begin with. Could be a little self-contrary on that part. That is true, Mickey. Also, man, I'm trying to draw portal to not see any reference of anywhere in character ref. So I'm unable to properly draw Space Nomad. But I would like to.
Sorry, hold on. I was distracted. I heard character name. What?
I was going to draw Space Nomad during the game, but unfortunately, I don't see any reference anywhere. Not even in like the proper character refs chat that we have. I was like,
Oh,
oh
right.
no,
I only have the one. Well, technically,
how will I draw the bean?
I do have one full body drawing. It's not actually like a proper ref, but it's the only full one I have. Let me see if I can
I
find
mean,
it.
any ref is still a reference. That being said, if you have character references and you're in the EGAT server, please put them into the character refs. It'll come in handy. The
Here it is.
Squonk.
I'll. Maybe I'll. I think I have the time to draw an actual proper ref for them this week, maybe.
Heck yeah.
Alright, I am back.
I'm just like, please, I need to see
Welcome
these
back.
beans in the character ref chat. I
I will when they have an actual ref.
points desperately at the character refs. I mean, I would consider that a ref. It shows the full body pretty clearly. Look at them. Okay, at least I got the helmet right. At least I was right about that doodle. Yay! Yes, I tried drawing them without a reference earlier. It actually didn't turn out too bad. I'm actually surprised.
I mean, you just find any astronaut reference online. It's probably close enough.
Yeah.
Man, I'm here like, no, I need to draw the bean. Ah,
Alright, do we want to keep going?
I
Yep.
I am good to go.
Alright, fantastic. How are you?
I keep
Ike?
on
You
giving
good?
a thumbs up even though no one can see it.
I'm very.
Alright.
I mean, I've been just doing like a face would be, and yet I'm fully aware nobody's actually gonna be able to see that.
Makes me want to go and get a
No,
webcam, but
I
anyway.
will. Are we ready to unpause the recording?
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
got paused on my end.
Oh, I don't bother, so... Yep. Let me know when you're ready to... when
Right,
you've unpaused
three,
it.
This is all good.
3, 2, 1, go.
Alrighty, cool. Well, we'll keep going then. So we left off before the break with Space Nomad giving Kita a hard time for jumping off the boat. Oh dear.
She's going to explain their reasoning of the stars are floating. I'm currently a star. Therefore, I would float.
Why are you why are you a star, Akita?
Oh, it's a...
That does not seem normal.
It's nature magic I picked up.
So
And-
this is this perfectly healthy then?
Yeah.
Ollie just gives a shrug. He doesn't know magic. At least not to this extent, anyway.
Well, if you say so. Please don't jump. Please do not jump from such heights, though. If you did end up falling, The water would not break your fall very well unless you know how to do a proper dive.
Oh, I have a broom. And they're going to roll their hammer space.
Mm-hmm.
And that succeed, and they're going to just pull out their broomstick.
I don't believe brooms are very good at slowing falls.
Well, while maintaining direct eye contact, Peter's just going to climb onto it. And then just start floating.
Brooms can do that?
This one's magic.
Huh. Fascinating.
Oh, got yourself a broom a flying. Those are some good brooms. We had one in the shop once. It had a spider in it, a normal sized spider on a full sized broom. Took us a while to get it out of the shop, but yeah, brooms are flying. They're very good, very useful.
Peter's going to nod, like, yes. I got it when I joined the Witches' Coven.
Huh. Well, I guess that does explain why you decided to jump off a boat. Please explain next time. Or at least give us a warning, please.
We've watched Mary
he's
Poppins
just
lately, so
gonna
the only thing I can
nod
think of is I never
slowly.
explain anything.
Yes.
Oh yeah, no, like like Ollie might be nodding right now, but he's also just like internally going, yeah, I don't think this little cat person's gonna be ever explaining what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Space Nomad has a 7 in wisdom. They can hope.
Bless.
They can hope, but will it be true?
Mhm.
It's a whole different story.
Yep. Alright. I'm gonna roll a d10. Yep. So it's at this point that Pug reaches into his hammer space and he pulls out that book that you were all using before. Well, I suppose if we've put all the stars back where they belong, more or less, we should probably head back to the shop.
Ollie
Oh,
nods,
yes, we still have to catch that. Still have to figure out a way to get rid of the clouds.
And I will get everyone to please roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh my.
Well, that is a 0. On
Well,
a nat
It's
1.
like you just roll 0 and you just see Space Nomad take like a step forward and just pauses and goes, uh-oh.
Suddenly, every limb in their body has. Oh no.
That's another no!
That includes the grandpa.
Oh
Grandpa's
gosh.
also doing the same thing, so you're not
You-
alone.
You trip
Okay.
over Space Nomad.
Alright. So
Don't trip over this big lad.
So,
Is that what you're telling me? Ah, yes, allow me to trip over this person who's clearly like twice as tall as me. And something that I probably would not see immediately.
So, as Pug pulls out the book and he's just about to open it, there is a little bit of a shimmer out in space amongst the stars, and Kira, you got a 12, so you're still on your broom, so you're able to sort of half lean out of the way a little bit, but there is something that is starting to rain down on the ship, and so it's just nicking like the brim of your hat and the edges of your coat and just a tiny little bit on the tail of your broom. But for Space Nomad and Ollie, and unfortunately for Pug, you are all starting to get bombarded with these small, tiny specks of light, and you hear a surprised "Yep!" from Pug, and then a very cartoony whistling noise. As the book that he was holding was knocked out of his hands and overboard.
Oh no.
Could I try casting Sanctuary, using the rest of my spell slot to cast Sanctuary on the rest of the group?
Yes? Remind me what Sanctuary does?
Honestly, I'm not sure if it will do anything since this is an environmental effect. But you ward a creature within range against attack. This isn't concentration, by the way. It just lasts for a minute. And until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or a harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell.
That wouldn't really help, unfortunately.
Oh, well.
But you guys, Space Nomad, as you were getting hit by all these tiny specks of light, that was a 0. I'm sorry, that's a 0. You fell over. You hit the deck in the most literal way possible. And Ollie, you lost your balance a little bit there too, although not quite as dramatically
Abrupt?
as Space Nomad. Yeah. But when
they got beamed in the head.
Absolutely. Like, it didn't hurt, but these little pips of light, they were warm and kind of tingly, and there was a lot of them. It's like having a bucket of slightly warm, like, M&Ms dumped on your head kind of thing. And when you do manage to pull yourself up, you can see Pug leaning over the edge of the boat, looking down. And then there's a very soft splash noise in the distance. Oh dear. That's not
You're
good.
just gonna look down as well. Very much in the case. I assume that's not good.
No, I can't read us home if I don't have the book. Well, I mean, we could go and find it, but what was it that knocked it out of my hands in the first place? Oh, it's the starshower, isn't it? And you guys all look up, and you can see the stars up in the sky. The constellations that you placed are still there, and there's a number of others that are more or less where you left them, but there is distinct movement of little specks of light moving towards you.
I think in this moment, I think Ollie wants to see if there's any way to try investigating to see what he should do, or if there's anything that stands out to him in this moment.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and roll some bones.
I also want to use a pair of binoculars that he has in his face as well, in his item.
Okay.
So I'll first pull that out then.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just get the hammer space. Discord, don't be rude.
It is not a 1.
Barely. He barely gets it out of there. Oh my goodness. So let's see. His investigation +1 because of the binoculars. Investigation is the +4, so that'd be +5.
9. Unfortunately, that's not a huge amount. But you pull out your binoculars and you look up into the sky. And the thing that becomes drastically apparent as you're looking up is that there are a lot of stars in this star shower. Some of them are bigger than others. Most of them are that small size, the likes of which had already been raining down on the ship. And like looking around, you can kind of see they're still sort of gathered on the deck of the ship that you're standing on. But there are some bigger ones, and the ones that hit you didn't hurt, but you reckon those big ones might if you don't get out of the way.
Yeah, Ollie's gonna just try to usher everyone to get out of the way. Just trying to just like body language, trying to basically shoo everybody to move along. Okay.
Yeah, Space Nomad is definitely helping.
Cheetah's just going to fly under the boat.
Okay. Sure. Alrighty. Let me see. I guess that means Ollie and Space Nomad are just sort of giving Pug a little bit of a shove out of the way. That's fine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
What's going on? What are we doing? What about my
up
boat?
there.
He's just gonna point out the star. He's just gonna point it out.
Alright.
We may have to abandon ship.
Abandon? We're up in the sky. How are we gonna get down if we abandon it? I don't think.
Well,
don't think the broom is gonna fit all of us, especially not you. You're very, very tall.
oh, I know. And Space Nomad is going to. We're still above the water, right?
Oh yeah, like you
Okay,
initially
Space
just went
Nomad
straight
is-
up.
Basically going to grab both Pug and Ollie,
Okay.
Okay.
and then jump off the boat and cast Featherfall.
Okay.
Ollie is gonna panic.
Don't worry. As a small blanket of stars, pretty much starts to slow your fall.
Okay.
Ollie's still gonna panic.
Don't worry, we will. By my calculations, we will land perfectly unharmed.
Oh, soggy doggy biscuits! I don't know if I like this.
Trust
I'm
me,
so
I can
I'm
assure
very
you,
concerned right now.
we are. Trust me, this fall will do us no damage. Just please do not let go of me.
As they are falling,
Ollie's definitely not
Cheetah's
letting
just
go.
floating down next to them.
I'm just picturing Ollie just clinging onto like one of Nomad's arms.
Oh yeah, Pug is very much
Just
doing the
the
same.
entirety of that arm is very much just like holding this entire old man.
Yep. Alright, cool. So you have leaped off the boat with Ollie under one arm and Pug under the other and are slowly drifting down towards the ocean. And
And then there's Kita.
and then there's Keter on the broom. Right, okay. Good grief. Okay, so you guys all gently drift down into the ocean. It does take a while, so while you're drifting down, you do get to enjoy quite a spectacular view of the star shower, which you had been promised ultimately. And you can see these great streaks of light shooting across the sky, and some quite big, and you can see and hear these bigger stars crashing into the timber of the deck of the ship you abandoned, and one after the other there's this crash, 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 and then another noise as the ship just sort of turns bowed down and just plummets straight down.
Oh my.
And it lands a lot sooner than you do because you've got feather fall and it has quite a lot of weight and gravity behind it. So you can watch as this ship goes down, splashes into the ocean, bobs back up above the surface, and it looks like it's okay for a second, but then there is a cartoonish crack, 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 crack through the middle, and it snaps in half and both sides turn and then just sink, going bloop, 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 and then they're gone.
I don't think we can return that boat.
Ollie's just...
Well, at least we weren't on it.
Ollie's gonna nod with that, at least. We were not on it, at least.
Yeah. Well, at least we got to watch the starshower. Well, it's still going. I don't think there are any of those big ones left, though.
Peter's just gonna hold their hat out like a bucket and try and catch some.
Okay. Roll me a sleight of hand.
What is Peter's sleight of hand? Only a +4. $18.
Ooh.
Nice. Okay. Sure. So you stick your hat out, and some of these little streaks of light are starting to gather, and you can see them sort of flickering a little bit inside your hat. And yeah, you now have a hat full of sort of silvery white dust that sparkles and glows a little.
Cool.
We do have one small problem left. We gotta find
What's
my
that?
book. I can't read us home without me book.
Should be somewhere in this area of water. They say as the camera pans out. Show the ocean.
The vast,
Nothing but water.
vast ocean. Everyone can go ahead and roll an
Ollie's just
investigation
desperately
if you
clinging
like.
to this arm. Yeah, he'll take a look. The sooner we find the book, the better. Otherwise, we might be stuck here.
That's my investigation. There it is.
No, investigation. That was perception. My investigation is a 0. That's a 3.
I got a 21.
Nice. Okay, yeah. So, that's so blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So 12, 10, and 21. Great. So as you are continuing to fall towards the ocean, having just seen the ship snap in half and disappear between the waves, which there are none. This surface of the ocean is remarkably undisturbed. There are shadows and things being thrown on the water from the moon and from the stars, but Ollie, with that 21, you're able to pick out what looks like a small square floating on the surface of the water. And I'm going to roll a d10 for Pug. That is not a 1. Just before Space Nomad, Ollie, and Pug land on the water, he's going to reach into his hammer space and pull out an inflatable lifeboat, and just like one of the ones that's bundled, and he pulls on the cord and it just goes poof and lands on the water just so that they're underneath them, so that they can land in the boat rather than on the water.
Okay. I think one's actually sitting on the boat now. Ollie's gonna point out the book, like, there it is. Just drastic pointing. Ah,
Oh, good. It would have been a long row home. I'm not quite sure how far out we are. I definitely can reach it though.
Kita's just sitting there. How do we get it?
Let me hold on a second.
I'm just imagining.
Hold on,
Kita.
I can go get it. Space Nomad, forgetting Kita can fly, goes for a swim.
Jesus, okay. Alright, sure, you
Ollie's
jump
just
off
gonna
the
sit in the
boat.
boat, I guess.
Yeah, Ollie and Pug are in the boat. Space Nomad is
He
going
just does
for a
comedic
swim.
blink.
I'll roll strength to see how well they can swim.
Yeah, okay.
Oh no.
Whew.
He's so bad.
Don't worry,
Oh,
they
my
have
goodness.
very good strength.
Yes, no, that's great. You are able to what style? Are you a freestyle kind of person, or doggy paddle, backstroke, breaststroke? What? How does Space Nomad swim?
Hold on. Don't mind me. I'm not Googling anything.
I put you on the
They
spot,
are-
did I, Tala? Sorry.
Freestyling, I think. Yeah.
Alright, cool. You swim over and you're able to grab the book, which in true Toonish fashion seems okay, even though it's was dropped in the ocean. And then you just have to swim back to the boat, so go ahead and roll another strength, why not?
I nearly put -4. That would have been bad.
That would have been awkward. Okay,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
So 16 is just as good. You swim back to the boat, and you're able to hand Pug his book and crawl back into this inflatable boat without capsizing it, which is nice. And
Kita's going to, while still being on the broom, gonna help him, back into the boat.
awesome. Oh dear. And Pug is going to give Space Nomad a very grateful pat on the helmet quickly before they can sit up, and Pug will no longer be able to reach their helmet. And then looks back up at the sky and says, I think our new constellations look quite nice up there. What do you think?
Ollie nods along, yeah.
Well, it's certainly interesting to see something new in the sky for once.
Yes, new constellations don't come around that often. And there'll always be a story to tell about these ones. And he opens up the book and he says,
That's true.
I think it's time for us to go back to the shop. I'm hungry. And he starts to read and he says, for the longest time, we have been looking at the stars, and we should be looking at the stars for many, many more years to come. The end. And as he says the end, the world around you kind of distorts a bit. And I'll get everyone to roll me another Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh boy.
11.
Oops.
That's a nat 1.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Alright, cool. Ollie, you're kind of getting used to the way that Pug does
14.
things with a 14.
I think so.
Yeah.
He's got some experience now.
Yeah. And Space Nomad, with an 11, you feel a little dizzy as the world distorts around you in a way that's not particularly natural to you. Kita, that's a nat 1. You kind of fall off your broom. The world went all wibble wobble. It was not good, and you fall off. But when you land, you don't land on an inflatable boat. You land on the roof of Pug's Book Emporium, and you're all back. Well, not on the roof. You're reading the book in the shop. You're in the shop. You're on the floor of the bookshop. And Pug just sort of flips the book cover closed and puts his hand on the back. I think that might be my new favorite book.
As Kita lands on the ground, the Acme effect goes off, so they just kind of crumble apart like a deck of house of cards. Just cats going everywhere.
Oh no.
Just all dizzy.
And they say you fall on your feet like a cat would.
Space Nomad is on the verge of panicking. Where do they step? There are so many cats.
Oh dear.
Ollie kind of holds his hand up as if he's about to actually say something with his mouth, but then you just kind of see the finger just kind of, and he just kind of, okay. Mm-hmm.
After a few moments, they do kind of reform back into Kita.
That's,
Oh my god.
interesting. But you all seem to have pulled yourself together, so that's good. And he gives you 2 tiny little thumbs up. I think it's time for some doggy biscuits. Let's go back up to the roof. And Pug is going to leave the book where it was on the little counter there, and he's going to turn and head back towards the stairs.
Yeah.
Well, time to follow after.
Yeah,
After
I think
carefully
as
standing up,
following
they're
along,
going
Ollie's
to
just
follow.
gonna look at the book a tiny moment. Yeah.
Sorry, Nicho, your turn.
Yeah, after a few moments, they carefully stand up and going to follow.
Mm-hmm. As you come out of the door back onto the roof of the bookshop, the nice, neat little viewing party that Pug had set up is distinctly not so much nice and neat anymore. The bookshop bounders had gone to town on the unattended offerings, and as you guys come up the stairs behind Pug, you can hear him let out a small little yep, and then starts incoherently barking in a very high-pitched manner that I'm not going to do because I like you all, at the bounders as he runs at them and is chasing them away from the snack table, which has been decimated.
Goodness.
Oh dear.
And after a few minutes, the bounders do kind of get corralled by Pug a bit, and they run towards all of you and through your legs to get down the stairs. And Pug sort of sighs, and you can see him sort of tilt the big bowl that had been full of biscuits, and he looks at it forlornly and then looks back up at all of you, and he picks up the bowl and comes over and goes, "Those bookshop bounders, I'd hoped they'd stay asleep, but well, you can see what they've done to all of our snacks." And he holds the bowl up, and it has a whole 2 doggy biscuits left in it, with some nibbles taking out of it. And he's just sort of holding them up.
Kita is going to break one in half and take it.
No.
Well, perhaps we can find something else to snack on.
Maybe. I'm sorry, that wasn't quite the party I had in mind.
Oh, I enjoyed it. I had fun.
Well,
He's just gonna give a gentle pat to Pug. I think
well, if we Oh, you first.
No, he's got just small comment. You can go for it.
Well, if we ignore the potential death from giant falling stars, it was a very good night.
I'm glad you had a good time in and part of all of that. And as Pug says that, you may wish to roll a perception.
Ooh.
Yes, please. Let's see.
A 2.
Alas.
Space Nomad does not perceive.
No.
Listen, the helmet.
They don't have peripheral vision. Oh dear. Okay, so Kita.
Got a 13.
18 and 13 for Kita and Ollie. Alright, so as Pug has been talking, the sky seems to be getting a little bit lighter. And Space Nomad, you don't notice this in the slightest. You're too focused on the sort of sad looking Pug and the fact that the Pounders ate all of his snacks. But Ollie and Kita, you look up as you notice that light in the sky, and you can see the clouds are parting, and the stars are becoming visible again. And the constellations that you four had made in the book are visible from the night sky above Jinx's Landing.
Oh,
No, look, they did
I'll let
stay.
you know.
What?
I didn't think a constellation-related book would actually solve a cloud's problem.
Is anyone going to point it out to poor Space Nomad?
Yeah. I'm just going to point
I
up.
mean, Ollie would, but he can't talk. And apparently, Space Nomad cannot read.
They can read. They learn how to read, but they
Oh, they
can't
can
write.
read. Oh, that's right. Okay, there we go. So you can read well. He's saying it. All I see writes it down for him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look up.
Hmm?
Take a look. Isn't
Oh.
that something?
Well, I guess fortune smiles on us. And look at that.
That's nice. I wasn't expecting them to still be there. But at the same time, it's kind of hard to tell where you are when you don't have a time to get your bearings. I suppose we must have been in the South Sea. Interesting. Well, I think that's a pretty successful evening all round, eh?
Oh, he's gonna nod you?
I didn't realize you could see so many stars from here. I think I can see my own home system. Let's see. That is. And Space Nomad sort of devolves into quiet mumbling as they point out different stars to themselves.
Pug is waiting with anticipation and a little
Oh,
wagging
just gonna
tail.
Take a couple notes. Oh.
Well, I can see home from here. Fascinating.
It's always good to be able to find
Ollie's
your way
just writing
home.
down. Your home is from up there? Goodness,
Yes.
it must be a long way from home.
Well, yes, I believe I was floating through space for about I lost count pretty early on, but I'm pretty sure at least 5 million.
Ollie's just gonna take note of that. Ah!
Yeah, 5 million Satori years. Probably.
That's
It takes a
quite
while to
He's just
travel
trying
through
to count
space, you
off his
know.
fingers while he's taking note. He's just like, so you're older than me. Oh. Okay. Was not expecting that. Listen, he's an 80-year-old man compared to...
Millions.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
And he's like, I thought I was the oldest person here.
You know, I did think I would be farther, but I guess I was traveling at a pretty slow pace.
Slow?
Well, yes, I don't have a ship. So I was just
Sitting here,
drifting.
he's he's legitimately just here like, what? Listen, he's no spaceman. He doesn't know science stuff. That's not his expertise. But he's.
Alright. Well, this has been a little bit short, but you guys managed to skip some of my puzzles, so that's all I've got. So thank you for playing.
Wait,
Did,
what?
did we? What?
We skipped
Wait, what did we skip?
How did we skip them?
You jumped off the boat.
Was it the feather fall?
Oh my.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoops.
I was not able to come up with anything to make that longer, so I'm sorry it was a bit of a short game.
I'm sorry for jumping off the boat.
Sorry about your boat.
And this is why we don't jump off the boat.
Oh,
But
it's
consider you do it anyway.
best laid plans
Listen,
never survive contact with player characters. It's fine.
I just saw that I had feather fall prepared.
You're like, oh.
Oh dear. So thank you very much for playing. I hope you had a good time, even though it was a bit short. For Ollie and Space Nomad, this is the prize you get today. Kita, you get a different one because you went out of your way to catch it. Where is it? Where is the picture for it? There it is. So next time you take your hat off, Kita, you've got a whole bunch of dust that you can use as your item.
Ooh, nice.
But yeah. That's that's where I guess we'll leave it off. Thank you very much for playing. Everyone say goodbye to our audience. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.